Mandrill Mayhem at Chessington may be closed for the closed season, but on the tour, we get some views we never thought we would see. Now, we've done the tour before, which has included Mandrill Mayhem, and well, it included a ride on Mandrill Mayhem and a look in the workshop, but of course, the park is closed. And not only that, Mandrill is not opening for February half term. Therefore, there's no train on the track. These are the views I wanted to see, and honestly, absolutely stunning, absolutely stunning. Now, generally we can take videos outside and only pictures inside. However, we were asked only to take pictures. And I think that's because it's quite muddy, it's on a slope, it's on an angle, and they don't want you kind of falling over, to be honest with you, into everything that's there. So it's a real concentration thing. However, what a great experience there was. There's very few people that have managed to get down here and have a look, because generally the train's on the track, the ride's operating. So, you know, it's just your access is difficult. But here we are inside of launch 2 for Mandrill Mayhem. We can see, get up close and obviously see all the electrics. We can see the launch area. We can see even the spikes, as well as getting up close to the B&M track. And actually we were allowed to go inside for a photo as well. So we're sitting inside the B&M track of Mandrill Mayhem. Look at these views. These aren't views taken from the roller coaster train. These aren't views taken while you're kind of going 30 miles an hour. These are views taken standing there having a look up and down. I have to say, what an experience this was to do it. Some of this track, oddly, we'd seen in the car park and probably had a photo with before anyway. But that said, getting it as it's working, absolutely brilliant. Really, really enjoyed it. Get a good walk around there, get some good photo opportunities before you head into the station. Now, before we do, we can see some work ongoing on Ostrich Stampede, including the sign actually, which is being repainted for 2026. And then Mumba Strike, which is completely off at the moment. As you can imagine, the main car itself is taken off the arms while everything is tested. Then again, it's really weird to see it kind of happen like that. But yeah, completely off, being tested for 2026. Into the Mandrill Mayhem station. And again, it's incredibly rare. It might be the first time that any kind of public members have been able to go in where there's no train. You know, the train's not flying around the track. You're not restricted by the 6-foot gates. There is no train here. You can see the fascia for the train is taken off in the station. You can see that kind of, I say scattered around. It's not, it's placed around exactly where they want it to be. We can see the mandrills are over the other side of the station, and the wings are kind of segregated each side. But to see it all here and not on a train is crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But of course here, you can get up, you can sit on a bit of the track as well, and you can get close views of the, again, launch area, all the workings, absolutely everything. All of this you might be able to see very briefly while queuing for it, but you certainly can't get anywhere near it. Here, the views are mad, absolutely mad. Again, these are for the theme park enthusiasts, and everyone should know that I love behind the scenes, absolutely love it. These are the kind of things that I want to see. I have a huge appreciation for the engineers, and they are just brilliant. The Chessington ones, Martin who leads it and Cameron who looks after Mandrill Mayhem, absolutely brilliant. I could probably talk to them and bore them all day long about things, quite frankly, I don't understand, but I love it. And the views are stunning in here. And I never thought I'd get to see, you know, a B&M coaster this close up, you know, touching it, no train, complete access if you want to just having a look at what's going on. Now, down the end of the station, you will notice, and you will see it very, very soon, there is a piece of track missing, because they take a piece of track out in order to get the trains off. So there is actually one break on Mandrill Mayhem, which is around about just before this piece of track, because the launch limbs themselves actually act as brakes, so there's no brakes on it at all. And it has to be pushed down to there, and then a section, I mean, it is a section just about slides out of here as they take the cars off, because unfortunately they don't have a maintenance shed that, you know, a runoff maintenance shed with a piece of track. So that means we have to go down and have a look at the train. And here are the trains. The ones outside are yet to be worked on. So Mandrel isn't open for February half term. In fact, Jumanji isn't open for February half term. I'd argue that Ostrich Stampede probably will be ready, and Mumba Strike probably could be ready, But Mandrill definitely not. Where they have to remove the trains and the work they have to do on this, given that it was open right the way to the 31st of December, there's just not enough time to do it at the park with everything else going on. So Mandrill isn't open, so we've got four outside, 3 or 4 outside parts of the train, which are completely obviously stripped of all the fascia, and you can see bits that you just never see. The restraints, of course, some of the wheels, some of the couplings, just bits you can never get close to. You can even open the restraints manually yourself, which is mad. And of course, you wouldn't normally be able to get anywhere near these parts. These parts are sealed away. You know, it's not like the staff even get anywhere near these parts either. It's just for engineering. But also you can see that piece of track missing. And when you think this is the only bit of track that comes off and they slide the cars out of here, mad to think, a little bit of B&M track just on the floor there waiting to go back into place. But seeing these cars up and close and being able to see them is, yeah, something else. It really is. And even the little details like the brushes as well. There's little brushes on them, which I never knew is to stop static. And there's actually some on the track as well. See if you can spot them next time you're on there. Because I have to say, until they were pointed out, never noticed them. Never noticed them at all. But these ones are waiting. But as we go into the maintenance shed, of course, these are the ones that have either been worked on or are being worked on. Now they did explain the couplings as well. A lot of the couplings can go in different directions. Apart from the, I think it was the front or the back train, they're very slightly different. So they tend to start with those pieces because it's just the way the trains are made. I have to be honest, I'm just not qualified enough to tell you about it. But it was really fascinating to hear that they're actually different. I thought they were all the same, but they're just not. They're not the same at all. And you can see again the strip down, all the belts are tested. The belts themselves, the seat belts, actually go over to the vest. So although you'll think, well, seat belts, the seat belts are what holds the vest in place. And funny enough, one of the vests actually failed and was for sale for £400 as well, which is really, really rare. Just a little crack in it, but anything like that gets replaced. They've even got a couple of side wheels for the first time as well, which have failed. Everything on this is B&M, so again, being able to get up close and see a premium coaster. And I did ask the question, I said, you know, B&M's always renowned for being the premium one. Is it premium? And they're like, yes, everything about it's premium. So yeah, B&M Premium getting up and close was great to see. But cars are in here. That is the priority for the workshop over the winter period. Throughout the year, it has other bits in there. It has some vampire bits in there and things we've seen before, but it is Mandrill Mayhem over that period. Mandrill Mayhem will be back open for the start of the season, not for February half term, but to get to see the ride, you know, with no train on it, so you can get up and close to the launches, both launch 1 and launch 2, and then to see the track out as well and how they get these out and how they have to lift these out was just incredible to get up and close with the cars. You know, it's just not something you get to do very often. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Mandrill Mayhem, the B&M coaster at Chessington.